welcome. You're in the right place at the right time. I want to thank you for coming and visiting me for another episode of From the Desk of Dr. Ron. I think I got a really good revelation for you guys on today. So let's start out by giving a shout out to my mentor, Dr. Hunt. Dr. Hunt and I have been traveling through life for 30 plus years. And I tell you, um, if you don't have a mentor, someone that you can say, that's my mentor, you need to get one. The reason why I talk about my mentor as much as I do is because I know the value of having a mentor in your life. Someone that can help guide, navigate, and help you when you have hard times, good times, steer you in the right direction during those times in life when you need someone to. So get a mentor, someone that you can call a mentor. Be a blessing to them, just like they are a blessing to you. Okay? That's my shout out about Dr. Hunt. So, as you can see, the message or the topic for today is the miracle of birth. And the reason why I chose that is because I had a flashback today. Today is April 1st. You know, I know many of you will be playing practical jokes on most of your friends and family, trying to get a laugh out of them, you know, prank day as they call it, or whatever, April Fool's Day or whatever. But for this day, for me, it was a very significant day because 31 years ago on this date was the day that the mother of my twins went into labor. And we were in the hospital for 24 hours, I want to say at least 24 hours. And then the miracle of birth took place. First, my son came into this realm of life, and then my daughter came into this realm of life. I think they were like 15 minutes apart. You know, as you get older, you forget these little minor details. I'm sure they know because I'm sure they fight over like who's the oldest all the time because that's what, you know, young people do all the time. They remind each other like I'm older than you. 15 minutes, okay. You know, but the miracle of birth is something that I wanted to reflect on because shout out to my twins, you know, getting here on the 2nd of April, so they didn't have to go through life with that birthday of a, you know, April Fool's Day. But the concept of the miracle of birth, first there was a seed planted, and that seed planted took time to develop into two whole human beings, which has been on this planet for 31 years as of midnight tonight. That is when their birthday officially starts. But it also translates into other things in our life as well. If you are a person that are very impatient, you need to get some patience because those babies just didn't happen instantaneously, just like other things in life just don't happen instantaneously. If you're on the verge of a business or a job or something that you have been struggling with, you need to just have patience because the process to bring that forth is going to come in its own time. When it's time to come forth, it will come forth. And then it will be all that you expect it to be and some. I promise you, I would not change a thing. Even though I was not expecting two children to be born at the same time, it was still a miracle that to this day I am truly blessed by. You know, they never cease to amaze me at 30 years old, and I'm sure they will not cease to amaze me at 31, you know. So you figure that one out. But the love will always be in my heart for them, just like whatever circumstance or situation that you may be going through is still part of the birthing process. And the reason why I'm alluding to this is because I was talking to someone that was recently that are very anxious. They want what they want and they want it right now. They are desperate and frantic for this to come to fruition because whatever circumstances they're in life, they need this right now. But it don't always work like that. Sometimes you have to understand that there's a process, there's a development, there's a birthing, there's a development in the birthing process, there's travailing, there's developing, and then there's the birth, and then there's the gratification of it coming forth. And I was trying to explain to someone on this week that just sit back and let it do what it do. No, I gotta help it. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Well, you are just a busybody. And I explained to them that you need to slow down and allow this process to continue doing what it's doing. Well, people ain't working fast enough for me. Well, who the hell are you? You're just one person that they may be working on processing, but you're not the only person that has a sense of urgency. And you don't know how long those people have been in the process of trying to get to where they're trying to go. So sit back and prepare yourself for when the opportunity reveals and avails itself to you. And then be ready to hit the ground doing what you are expected to do. Like, we expect parents to instantly know how to be parents. And we don't always know how to do that. There's no rule book. There's no platform where we can go and say, okay, this is what the perfect parent has done, so we're going to do the same thing. There's no such thing, because every life experience brings about a learning process. Just like when you're expecting your child to be a student and go to college, they may not be college material. They may be technical, which is nothing wrong with the technical aptitude, because a technical aptitude can make you more money sometimes than a college degreed person. I can remember throughout my life, I have had multiple skill levels, like truck driving. I was an electrician. I've had many skill sets that helped me get to where I am today. I've been in the entertainment industry for 50 plus years. I've worked with people from all around the world, and I've learned how to deal with people from previous experiences that were beneficial in that experience and in that situation. So I thank God that He allowed me to be able to have the successes that I have had. I talked about how I got a phone call on last year to join a crew of ladies that were here from Zimbabwe, South Africa, but that was because they had a prior experience and knowledge of who I was. And when I got out there, I wound up doing the job of 5 people. They was only paying me to do the job of 1. But because my skill sets were so advanced, then I was able to get in there and do what I did and make it a success story for those ladies. They were guests in our country. And I always feel like when people come to my country, I feel like they should be treated like guests. And that's exactly what I did for them. So I said all that to say, when a child or an expectation comes forth, you got to do the best you can with your life experiences and make them work for you. They may not always turn out to be exactly the same as the experience before, but it still can be a success story. You make it work. The miracle of birth is bringing forth a success story that can benefit you and all that are involved. So I encourage anybody that may not be, pregnant with a actual child, but may be pregnant with an opportunity, pregnant with a business, pregnant with something that's going to be just as valuable as a human being coming forth. So I want to encourage you on today to be patient. Allow the birthing process to do what it's supposed to do. And yes, when I witnessed my children coming forth, it was such a miracle to see that first breath come into their body, that gift that God gave us all, that first breath. And I was like, oh Lord, now it starts. And it did. And it's been an adventure and a blessing that I would never trade for anything else in the world. So because I got a show, I get a chance to shout out my twins on today for their birthday for tomorrow. Happy birthday, Ron the Third, and happy birthday, Ashley, so that you guys know that your dad, that would be me. Yes, I am. I took the DNA test, y'all. I know I'm the father. And I also know that they are the best that they could be on this planet because we all imparted into them the best that we had to offer. So I want to encourage them on today. Keep up the good work. Keep on being all that you can be. And I'm here for you, just like I'm here for any and every person that has access to me. You all know that. If you call my number, I'm going to answer. If you present yourself, your situation and your scenario to me, I'm going to give you the best possible answer that I can have for you. During this week, we've experienced tragedies in the national agenda, national setting. And I just want to say, be careful wherever you are in the world. Please be careful because there are people out there that have mental illness and they don't know how to handle whatever's plaguing them, bothering them. So please be careful. You be careful so that you don't find yourself to be a victim of some folks that might be struggling with their own situations and circumstances. So I just wanted to say, I hope I encourage somebody on today, the miracle of birth. And it doesn't have to be a physical child. It could be a birth of a business, the birth of a job, the birth of a friendship, the birth of a relationship. There are many things that can be miracle in its birth. Okay? So I just wanted to say that on today. We're going to roll up out of here. We don't want to keep you too long on today. I want to, first of all, encourage you guys to go over to my website, ask-dr-ron.com. When you get over there, you will find that you can now see all of my broadcasts live right there on the website. You click on Watch Now and you'll be able to see all the live broadcasts right then and there. You'll also see a list of advertisers. Please support my advertisers. They make it possible for me to do what I'm doing here. So please continue to support them. I want you guys to join me each and every Wednesday on the Street News Now broadcast. We do a news report, news brief, commentary about what's going on in the world. So please join me each and every Wednesday. Also, don't forget to come back next Saturday from the desk of Dr. Ron, where I have a commentary for you guys similar to what I had today, and I pray that it bless somebody. Please continue to make donations. Thank you so very much for all those that have. And please subscribe, like, and share. I need you to send this information out all over the place so that people can continue to be blessed by the words that are coming out of my mouth. So join me on tomorrow. I'll have another Black History moment for you. So I look forward to you guys joining me. Continue to do so. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Peace. Stay blessed.